You're back. I know it's Sunday Fun Day School. I said 30 minutes, but y'all know how my 30 minutes are. Okay, we're gonna quickly recap and then keep going with the story. We're gonna put Oreo Jr. over there where it's safe. Hopefully he don't fall asleep and get some man trying to talk to him. Speaking of, perfect segue. We're on Dream Date by Sinclair Smith. And quick recap, we got Katie. She's 17 or turning 17. She's lonely. Teenage years ain't what she thought it was going to be. She just moved into a new city. She's at the school and she's just praying and wishing and hoping like she's in a Tyler Perry movie that she find a man. She goes to sleep one night and here come Heath. He a little, he makes her a little nervous and jumpy, but he's sexy, so we gonna take him. We wake up from that dream. We got us a little pep in our step and some confidence. We in school and we winking and blowing kisses at the boys. That's where we are. Now we're trying to get back into sleep so we can meet Keith, and that ain't happening. Okay. Oh, and we had a bad dream, but I mean, I feel like Heath was a bad dream, but whatever. Okay, but let's keep going. Chapter 7. Heath didn't show up when Katie tried taking a nap the next day after school, even though she was asleep for a full 15 minutes. He didn't show up in her dreams that night either. Katie was sad and upset when she thought about Heath, but she was having so much fun in her real life that she thought of him less. Jason Miller, remember that was what she had a thing for, had been paying a lot of attention to her. He hadn't asked her out yet. But Katie was sure the time would soon come. After he hadn't shown up for a couple of days, Katie forgot all about taking a nap and on Thursday afternoon went shopping at the mall with Roquel. Because she's spicy. Mm-hmm. As they were saying their goodbyes, Katie began feeling great waves of fatigue washing over her. Oh. She knew she wasn't just tired. This feeling both coaxed and commanded her, like the pull of the undertow of a tide. Oh my God. When Katie got home, she said she felt a headache coming on and was going to take a nap before dinner. She saw her parents stop reading and exchange glances as she went upstairs. Her dad over his newspaper, her mother over her magazine, but they didn't say anything. Quick pause here because a thought came to me. Who else thinking? They ain't thinking about Katie Child. Who else is thinking to themselves? They thinking about that Florida swingers trip they about to take. That's why they looking. They like, hey boy, hey girl. Stop playing, Katie. It's not about you, man. It's not always about you, Katie. Anyway, let's get back to this story. Katie was barely able to stay awake long enough to get in her room where she threw herself on the bed, falling across it as the curtain of sleep swept over her face. Katie, a little nasty girl. You just gonna be in your outside clothes and jump in the bed? Just bringing all of outside into your bed, period. Now let's see what happens when she took her little nap. She was standing on the porch again, wearing the white lacy sundress. She could smell the fragrance from the honeysuckle and rose bushes in the gentle breeze. Ooh, smells good. What time of day is it? She wondered, and then thought, why didn't I bring a watch? Who dreams with watches on?
Keep track of time.
Okay, girl. Not that it would be accurate or anything. It is a dream, but okay, girl. This struck her as absurdly funny, and laughter bubbled to her lips. When she stopped laughing, she realized it might be sometime in the very early morning, just before some or just after sunrise. It was so quiet and still. Of Course it is, Katie said to herself. I'm in a dream. And there he is. Heath was leaning across the elm tree again, wearing the same torn blue jeans and t-shirt with the cut-off sleeves. Ooh. Hi, he said lazily, but his eyes lit up when he looked at her. I've been waiting for you, he said, walking towards her. As Katie got closer, as Heath got closer, Katie inhaled the fragrance of something burning. Had that smell been there before, she wondered? She hadn't remembered. Girl, that ain't nothing but some Axe body spray, honey, that you smelling. It's Axe. Girl, he probably bathed in it. Like again, like when I was in high school. The boys would just bathe in it and just knew they was hot. Anyway, back to this. But then the odor vanished, leaving Katie unsure, doubting that she even smelled it at all. Now he smelled of a light, spicy fragrance that Katie didn't recognize, but she thought it smelled better than any man's cologne she knew of. Ooh. Katie took her hand, or Heath took her hand, and she felt charged with energy at his touch. He looked down at her with that mischievous, deliciously wicked grin. Y'all want to see how that looked?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it looked. That's what it looked like. Just sexy, right? Anyway. For this part, Scott, would you do the honors of this red flag, please? Because this is what we doing right now. This is what we doing. Now let's get the biggest red flag, because that's what this is what Katie is seeing here. Okay. It looks as if there's a whole world right there in those blue eyes of yours, Katie. Blue. I've got a whole world of my own inside too. What a world it is. If only a girl would prove to me that she really wants to know what it's about. Katie looked up at him. How would how would she prove to you that she really wants to know about your world? He turned away for a moment. Katie didn't see his lips slide back from his teeth in a smile that was neither mischievous nor charming, but something very different. Probably looked like the Joker. Then he turned to her again. The smile was gone. I'm glad you asked that, Katie. I hoped you were interested. People like you and me are different from the rest, aren't we? Katie, a lot of girls just don't understand me, and that's why they're not special enough for me. What don't they understand? Katie asked, wondering exactly what he meant when he said they were both different from each other and other people. Of course, with Heath, it was easy to see. He wasn't real. Heath didn't reply. He just stared at her for a moment. His eyes glittered strangely. Why didn't I notice that before? Katie wondered. It reminded her of a look she'd seen in Snake's eyes at the zoo. Heath walked a few steps away until he reached the rose bushes at the side of the house. Katie was too shocked to say a word as she watched him rip rose after rose from the bushes. Girl, he ain't getting hit by them thorns. Girl, he crazy. He seemed to be attacking the plants, leaving great gaping holes. Oh, wait, sorry, I lost my place. Where the flowers had been. What the earth is the matter with him? Katie wondered. Why is he doing this? Girl, because he trying to show you he crazy. Sorry, that was an outburst. I'm sorry. What do y'all think? Y'all think he crazy? Or do you think he's just a bad gardener? Scott, do you think he's a bad gardener?
Maybe.
Okay, yeah. He gathered several roses in his arms. The thorns should have been tearing into his flesh, but he seemed oblivious to him because he crazy as hell. Katie was stunned when he held the torn stems out from her. Okay, you can sit down because this is just one big red flag. Like, it's just know that the red flag has not ended. Just pretend it's still up. We obstructing Oreo Jr.'s view of this crazy story. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Scott. I know that was a lot. Katie was stunned when he held the torn stems out to her. This man is unhinged, okay? Here, I brought you some flowers. His face wore a broad grin. Oh, wait, okay, so it probably looked like this. Here, I brought you some flowers. Here, Scott.
No.
Like, girl, you got you a man, sis. You got you a man. No, the thorns will hurt my hands. Hurt? He smiled, faded. We'll have it your way. Just give me the flag, because this is just red flag central here. We just red flagging it up. I'm just gonna wear the red flag because Katie want to ignore it. Maybe she'll see it from here as I read this book. Let's see. Y'all think Katie will see the flag from here because they flag it, or do you even think these are red flags? Maybe this is not. Maybe I'm tripping. Hurt. He smiled, faded. We'll have it your way, he said sullenly, tossing the flowers on the ground. You shouldn't destroy things, Heath. I shouldn't. He looked amused. Well, let me let you in on a little secret. Katie Blue, I do a lot of things I shouldn't do. I'm just a bad, bad boy. Are you mad at me? Then he gave Katie an innocent little boy smile and seemed to say, forgive me for the flowers. Come on out and play. Sir, you sound like Chucky. Anyway, after a moment, Katie had to laugh. He is teasing me, she thought. I should have known it all along. How could anyone who makes me feel this way be bad? Heath is so handsome, too. He's just a rebel. Have you been thinking of me, Katie? Heath said suddenly. Oh, yes, every day. Then Katie told him about all the things that changed since the first time they met. But she left out the part about guys flirting with her, especially the part about Jason. Yeah, girl, you don't want him to know about your boo? She didn't think Heath would appreciate that part. It's what you told me, or it's what I told you. Oh, wait, this is Heath talking. It's what I told you, isn't it, Katie? He said when she finished her story, that I can change your life. Just keep being my special girl. He took both of Katie's hands in his. My special girl wouldn't try to break up with me ever. And she won't take up with other guys. Katie felt a twinge of guilt as she thought about Jason. Girl, what? She also had a feeling, oh, just a little bit right now, of being trapped. She glanced at Keith out the corner of her eye. He was staring straight ahead. There was something threatening about the hard set of his jaw. I couldn't let my girl cheat on me with other guys. I just wouldn't stand for it. What would you do? Katie asked. Oh, wait, let me say it the way, because she's trying to control the trembling in her voice. What would you do? That's how she sounded. Just for, EGOT for any Grammy, Oscar, and Tony purposes. Just so y'all can see I got talent. I got skills. Anyway, he shrugged. and smiled a puppet-like smile. He's teasing me again, Katie willed herself to believe. No, he's not. Is not. Is not. Is. I I wouldn't want to break up with you, Heath, or go with another guy, Katie said finally. But if I did, she continued, feeling impish, daring, what would you do about it? You just a dream. Heath continued to grin, but there was no smile in his voice. Just a dream, am I? Well, a dream I may be, but not just a dream. Not at all. I guess I'll just have to show you, Katie, that I'm much more than just a dream. What do y'all think he gonna do? Scott, what you think he gonna do? Y'all put it in the comment section. What y'all think this fool gonna do? He crazy.
No. Freddy Krueger.
He can do whatever he want. Hey. Okay. Chapter 8. Katie woke up with her head twisted to one side under the pillow. The first thing she was conscious of was the throbbing pain in her neck. Girl, did he punch you in your neck? She sat up, turned her head gingerly with a sharp intake of breath when she turned it too far. She sat and rubbed her neck in the dark. Naps are supposed to be refreshing, she thought. I've never felt so groggy and discombobulated. Her head felt as if it were full of smoke, and her stomach was sending distress signals to her brain. Katie realized that she was hungry. Her stomach rumbled, and she jumped out of bed, intending to splash some cold water on her face before going down to dinner. She was halfway through her bedroom door when the phone on her bedside rang and brought her back. She picked up on the fourth ring, stubbing her toe on the bed frame in the process of hurrying over. Katie gritted her teeth against the pain for a moment before saying, hello? Hi there. Who is this? Katie was more impatient than usual. She was hangry and had hurt herself in the process of answering this call. She was in no mood to play telephone games. You know who I am. Katie thought the voice seemed far away. Was it being muffled? Did the caller want to remain in disguise? Katie sighed with frustration. Listen, I'm not going to play games. Tell me who you are or I'll hang up. Her stomach gave out a second rude rumble. Her patience was wearing thin, yet starting to give way to a feeling of weariness. Come on, sweetheart. Don't you recognize my voice? Maybe I do, but that's not possible. Katie didn't like the idea that was hovering around the edges of her mind. She tried to push it away. Gee, I was sure you have guessed by now, the caller chuckled, deep and throaty. I know you real well. In fact, getting to know each other better all the time. Katie didn't say anything. The idea she had tried to push away wouldn't budge. It stood there growing stronger and more frightening, demanding her attention. I'll give you a hint. Katie blue eyes. Katie gripped the phone receiver tighter than ever. Her mind told her it was beyond the realm of reason, but her ears confirmed what she had known all along. It was Heath. Katie, why don't you speak to me? Aren't you glad I called? Katie stood motionless and told herself that this was not happening. Girl, I would have hung up, but maybe you aren't too happy to hear from me, his voice had taken on a warning edge. Katie didn't speak. I thought you'd be glad to hear my voice, but I can tell you're not. I bet I know why. The voice had become hard now, nasty. If I'm just a dream, as you put it, when you aren't dreaming, you can do as you please, and I have to stay put. Maybe you could see another guy. Now you think he's different. Maybe I won't be so it won't be so easy to fool him. Katie listened as if in a trance. This wasn't the charming Heath she had first met. This was the Heath that attacked the rose bushes. What else didn't she know about him? Yet. Heath went on. Let me tell you something. You better not think you can lead me on because you won't get away with it. Everything you do and everywhere you go, I'm going to be watching you. All the time. Pretty soon, you won't even be able to think a thought without me being there to listen to it. Katie screamed as loud as she could and kept on screaming. Is anybody else thinking maybe girl, you should use the damn block button? I would block him. I would have hung up, called the operator because it's the 90s, and told him block his number, whatever the hell it was. Okay. Scott, what would you do?
Yeah, I don't know.
What would y'all do? Put it in the comment section. What you
Just block a number back then?
I would have figured it out. Katie was still screaming several minutes later. She could feel someone shaking her. Katie, wake up, you're having a bad dream. She was dimly aware that it was her father's voice. She looked at him. Wake up, I am awake. Her father shook his head. Katie thought about telling him what had just happened. Then she stared into those clear, logical eyes. No way, she told herself. Okay, girl. She forced herself to calm down. I'm okay now. Really, she said finally. Her father rested a hand on her head. Yeah, girl, I would have been like, this chick losing it. No fever. We were just a little worried when you didn't come down to dinner. But you seemed to be sleeping so peacefully, we decided not to wake you. I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, like back in the 90s, they used to have these drug commercials. Remember them drug commercials? It was like, if this is going on and this is going on, your kid might be on drugs. Remember they had all them warnings and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you her parents probably think that her ass is on drugs. Because, girl, you doing a lot. You just doing a lot of different stuff. Okay? I would think she was on drugs. But what do y'all think? Do y'all remember them commercials? Them like 90s drug, don't do drugs, this your brain on drugs commercials. I don't think she on drugs. Dinner? I slept through dinner. She turned to look at the clock. 4 a.m.? This has never happened to me before, girl, because that's why your parents think you're on drugs. I guess I just needed something to eat. That's all. That's the kind of explanation you can accept, right, Dad? I can fix something for myself. Okay, but take it easy. Too much food before you go to bed will give you nightmares all over again. Her father turned to leave. Katie crept downstairs to the kitchen. The clock on the wall grinned like a Cheshire cat, the hands ticking on towards 4:30. The question is, Katie said to herself as she fixed a peanut butter sandwich, was I awake when I got that call or not? She sat down at the kitchen table and chewed solemnly. It felt like I was awake. She took a few more quick bites of the sandwich and fed the rest to Bopper, who had magically appeared in the kitchen as soon as the refrigerator door had opened. If I really was awake and thought I got the phone call from someone who was in a dream, someone who didn't exist, what does that mean? The answer was easy. It would mean she was crazy. And or on drugs. No, I'm kidding. Just crazy is where it ended. Okay, those are our 2 chapters. From those two chapters, what did you guys learn? What stood out to you? All that good stuff you can put in the comment section. Scott, what stood out to you?
Well, it's kind of reminded me of Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy called her on the phone in the dream, and then the phone turned into Freddy's mouth.
It didn't turn into Freddy's mouth. My phone is just a mouth.
Ah,
A Botox mouth.
mm,
Hmm. Okay. So it just is giving you Freddy tease.
yeah.
Okay. Well, these are the things that stood out to me. And probably because I've been a teenage girl before and been in toxic relationships before. But again, tell me what y'all think after I get through saying this. Katie could tell something was wrong. The whole time she kept saying it to herself, like, oh my God, this is crazy. Oh my God, look how he's acting in bushes. If something is wrong, please don't ignore them signs. Don't ignore them, because usually that is your brain trying to get you out before you get all emotionally attached to them. And trust me, this is the older me talking to a younger me. So whoever needs this, that's the lesson. Also, always remember you can change your mind. Because Katie, I would have told him, like, sir, no, you are not my boyfriend, and I don't want you to be my boyfriend. Thank you for the advice, but no, thank you for the relationship. Okay, so just remember you can always change your mind and listen to yourself. You gonna be with yourself. It is not guaranteed you're gonna be with that person, but you gonna be with yourself. Okay, so if they bust you upside the head, kidnap you, all that stuff, you gonna be in your body. They gonna be wherever they at. So trust yourself. And always remember you can change your mind, period. Because Katie about to get into something, honey. Katie gonna get it. She wanna be starting something. Okay. Well, with that, we're gonna end this live. Oh, so as always, we had a great time hanging out with you guys. Hopefully, you guys had a great time hanging out with us. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, check out some other videos, shorts, live, all that fun stuff. If you have, if you want to, make yourself at home here. We all friends, honey. We telling each other our secrets. And with that, from wherever we are, even if we are in a nightmare that we want to pretend is a dream with all kinds of red flags, to wherever you guys are, peace, love, and happiness. Get a marinky dinky dink, and we'll see you guys next week.